Reduce, reuse, recycle. It's a mantra we're all too familiar with, but how many of us actually do it? On Global Recycling Day, let's find out how we can play a part in saving the only planet we have. We're joined by Heron from Earth Probiotic. Very good morning to you, Karen. What do we need to do to make ourselves lean and green?
Good morning to you and to your audience. And actually, it's quite simple. Global Recycling Day was created to help recognize and celebrate the importance of recycling, which plays such an important role in preserving our resources. And to think that our only Earth yields about, many billions of tons of natural resources, but of course that's not going to last forever. So it's up to us to think about how we're going to play our part in this. And I like to think of it as the 4 R's, which is refuse, reduce, reuse, and recycle. Okay. So the first one, which is refusing, is, when we get home from once we've done shopping, we've got all this packaging which sort of freaks us out, and what are we going to do with it, and do we throw it away in this bin, does it go in that bin? But actually, to simplify it is to think before you purchase whatever it is you're buying as to what you can do with it. Is it recyclable? Is it compostable? Can I reuse it? Or do I actually not need to buy it because there's an alternative product which is packaged differently, something that I can do something with that's not going to end up a big heap in my kitchen and then for me to worry about what am I going to do with that. So I think that's an easy first thing to do is to just see what you've got and then refuse it in the first place. And then the second thing is to reduce it. So when we go out shopping and we see that lovely mound of peaches and it's, buy a few kilos and it's cheap to buy, do we really need to buy all of that? Are we going to use it? And if we are, then it's definitely a bargain. But if we're going to end up throwing it away, then that's not so much of a bargain, because food waste, when it's thrown away, contributes to methane gases, and that plays a part in global warming, and that's not what we want to be part of. So reducing what we buy, thinking about, do we need all of that? Do I need 20 pairs of shoes? Yes, it's difficult to say no to that. But actually, what can I eat? What can I wear? What can I actually use to decorate my house with? And do I need it all? And then the third one would be reusing. And most food packaging containers can be used many times over. You can use your yogurt tubs to freeze things in, and then, that tub gets to be used more than once. You can repurpose things, and that might be clothing or curtains that fitted this window one day but will look lovely cut down somewhere else in your house. So reusing things becomes something that we can also easily do. So instead of throwing it away, we can either reuse it, give it away, and let it have another life cycle. And then the fourth one is recycling, and a lot of the packaging, especially food packaging that we buy today, can be recycled into another life. And actually recycling at home should be easy. You don't need 4 or 5 different bins. You can have actually just 2 bins, and one of them is for all your dry recycling, which is your plastic cans and bottles, and then a separate bin for your paper, which does need to be clean and preferably without any bolognese sauce on it.
Karen, I'm going to just jump in quickly because we're running out of time, but what can you do in order to make people care? Because for many it feels that global warming and all of that it's a problem far away, and if we don't tackle it now, what are your concerns?
I think if we look to the 4 R's, and we could definitely play a big part in recycling, and it's actually quite easy. It is about being conscious of what we are doing and then to make better decisions on whether we need to buy it. I think that's the first call we need to make.